everybody, it's Connie with Connie's Creations again. This is actually take 2, so hopefully, I just deleted the whole last live that I tried. Facebook, it is a Facebook issue. I got a thing from Facebook saying that my broadcast failed for some reason. So hopefully this one will work. Sometimes when they get in a loop like that, it does not work. So hopefully I'll be able to continue. So whenever you get here, say hey, let me know that you are here. Let me know, say hello, and yeah, we're going to get crafting here. It is a theme week that we're starting off today. If you're not familiar with what theme week is, because we haven't done one in a while, we might have some new friends here. Theme week is basically my sister, who also has a crafting page, Crafting on the Struggle Bus, her and I flip-flop days throughout the week and bring you a craft. So our theme for this week is childhood memories. And we are real-life sisters, so I was saying before, I'll say it again. Some of these memories may be the same because we grew up together. So let me know if I'm working for you guys now. Hopefully everybody comes back. Hopefully I'm not frozen anymore. It was a Facebook issue on the last one, but I just deleted that one, and we are going to just continue on and do our thing. So hello Amber. I see some people coming in. All right, thank you Denise for throwing out the bobber. I appreciate it. Thank you Carol Ann for sharing. I appreciate you too. So awesome. That is awesome. Also, I need to make myself a note. We are going to do a drawing today too for our bucket being filled with the bobbers. I have actual fishing bobbers that every 25 eyes that are watching, I fill up a fish bowl, and when it's full, then I pick names. So I'm going to make myself, hopefully I will remember. Pick names, pick names. Here's some Happy Mail. Let me do it like this. Let me do it like this. All right, so theme week is childhood memories. So I'm going to explain my childhood memory. We also have a twist with this theme week, and that is to, hopefully I don't jiggle y'all putting this up here. Let's see. We have to include an element from nature. So I don't know if using wood is considered that or not. So I've got some more wood that we'll just add a little piece so I cover my booty on all sides. Hello, Lynn. All right, so I'm starting it off today, and Carrie will be on tomorrow. We are going to be on. One of us will be on every single day from 6 p.m. Central Time. Each day of the week. There is a schedule posted on my page and her page to tell you which days are which. But I'm starting us off, so she'll be on tomorrow. I'll be on the next day. She'll be on Wednesday. Flip-flops like that. Y'all get the deal. Y'all know the drill. All right, so I have a piece of wood here, and we're going to make a watermelon. And now let me tell you why we're going to make a watermelon. We're going to do watermelon because that is a huge childhood memory for both of us. Carrie and for me. Look at Ramona telling Lynn hello. That's so funny. Both of y'all are hilarious. All right, so when we would go on vacation, we only went on vacation once a year. My parents would get 2 weeks off from their work. They both worked. You know, we had a 2-income family going on. A lot of little rugrats, 4 rugrats running around. So Mom went back to work, right? And then we got vacation, 2-week vacation. And 1 week of vacation was spent at one grandparent's house, and the other week was spent at the other grandparent's house. We did not go anywhere else. So I have been to Disney World because my aunt took me, but you know, we didn't do like the Disney World or all of those kinds of things. We just didn't because we lived in Texas and they lived in Louisiana. So that's the only time of year that we got to see them. Usually we did get to spend a couple of Christmases with them, but that was out of the ordinary. So thank you for the stars, Lynn. You're so sweet. So it was pretty cool because Big D is from the New Orleans area. She's from New Orleans, so we did all the city things there, right? We went on the Natchez, we went to the French Quarter, we ate beignets, we went and did this, we went and did that. We did all of the touristy things, all of that kind of stuff in the big city in New Orleans, right? And then we would go and spend a week in the country. Paps was from the country. He's from Central Louisiana. So My grandparents lived in a small town in central Louisiana called Dry Prong. And my grandpa was retired from the railroad. And in his retirement, he had a garden. He grew watermelons, sold watermelons, and he painted. He painted houses on the side during his retirement time. So that was one of the big things that we got to see. Now, if you guys have been following us for a long time, you've heard the story before. And you've actually seen Carrie has actually created crafts that have to do with this entire story right here, right? Because the biggest thing, the biggest memory that I have, and she does too, is when we went there, we always got to have one of the watermelons that he grew. Every night we would get to crack open a watermelon, and it was so cool. We would stand around the table waiting to see, because he grew a lot of yellow watermelons. So it was like, is it red or is it yellow? Is it going to be a red one? Is there going to be a yellow one? So that was pretty cool. And he had a cement table. It had like 2 big round pillars on either side, and then it was like a good 4 or 5 inch cement, just a huge cement block that sat up on top of those pillars. It was a big cement table, and that's where he would do a lot of his outdoor stuff, you know, and where we would eat the watermelon. We would all get a slice of watermelon, and we would stand around as a family and eat this watermelon together. So, hey, Kathy, how are you? Yeah, it was great. It is a very great memory, Linda. That's one of the best stories ever, the best memories, not stories, but memories ever, is all of us standing around that cement table, eating our watermelon. And it was so cool to be, yeah, gender reveal, red or yellow, red or yellow. That's exactly what it was like. Oh, that's so funny. So anyway, hey, Michelle. So that's what I'm going to create. I'm going to create a slice of watermelon. We're going to do it out of this 4x4. You guys may have done this before. I am going to do it a little bit different. I don't know if y'all can see, but I drew a line on here. I want to kind of do it, I'm going to do it more rustic-y, right? So it's like a rustic-y or a primitive type look to it, not a crisp and clean look. So we'll be sanding it and all that kind of stuff. But I want to do it like a slice would look, right? So whenever you stand it up, it actually looks like a slice of watermelon. You know, like a slice, when you do a big slice of watermelon down the length of the watermelon, then it's like this. So I'm going to try that. Yes, Nancy, have you never heard of yellow watermelon before? It's kind of an orangey color. It's like a light orange, a yellow orange, or maybe an orange yellow, something like that. And they're good. They don't taste any different to me. Sometimes they can be a little bit sweeter. But anyway, so, hey, Betsy, let me tell y'all what. I don't know what I was thinking today. I forgot to do the graphic yesterday, so I just posted it and just sent it to Carrie to post like 2 hours ago, maybe. I don't know what I was thinking. And then Dean, he has been gone. He left for the weekend. He went fishing. He's back. But he went fishing. And they have this thing in Grand Isle. If I have any of my Louisiana friends here in Grand Isle, they have the Tarpon Rodeo in Grand Isle. So he went for that this weekend. So he got back a while ago. And we were visiting. He was telling me all about his trip and everything. And fishing and the crabbing and all the things. And then he was like, he hadn't been to the watering hole in a few days, so we got to go to the watering hole. Tell everybody hello. So anyway, he goes to the watering hole, and I'm like, that's perfect, because I'm really tired. I am tired. So I'm going to go take a nap. Man, it's Sunday. I'm going to go take a nap, right? So, yeah, that's what I was going to go do. And then I was like, what are you thinking, girlfriend? You got to get to the shop. You got to get to the shop, girl. All right, so I'm not going to be worried about this paint not being super solid. So we're going to see a little bit of the wood through it. And again, I'm going to sand it. And this is more of a primitive style than anything, right? So we're not going to worry about seeing wood through there or any of that kind of stuff. In fact, if I can get it to where I can see the wood through like I like it, I might not do the Valspar thing. But y'all see what I'm talking about? We're going to do it kind of like a slice would look. Right? You're never too old to learn something new, right? All right, let's bring this around a little bit more this way. I want to bring it around a little bit more this way. Okay, and then we're going to do the same thing here. We're going to start right here, and then we're going to come the same way, just like this, okay? Now we're going to end up with some green and some white on the edges right there, but I'm going to go ahead and do the red first, and then we'll see what we're going to see from there as far as the colors go. So this would be super cute. I have 3 different levels, but I'm not going to do 3 of them. Y'all get the idea. So y'all see how that's kind of like, it looks like a slice, right? Like an actual slice. I'm liking it. What do y'all think? Or you think it would be better just to do, I'm going to leave it like this, but y'all might like it where it's completely red on all the corners and everything. I don't know. I do not know, but this is the way we're going to try it. But I was saying, to display it, I would get 3 different, you can get 3 different levels out of one 4x4 post. You can cut it 3 different lengths, and then you have the tall, the medium, and the small. And yeah. And then there you go. There you go. Okay, so we got our red. Now we're going to do our green. So that red that I just used was Waverly. We're using chalk paints. I did the crimson. I'm liking the crimson. I don't think I'm going to add anything to it or anything like that. And then we've got the fern. So I'm going to do the fern. This is also a Waverly chalk paint. And we'll do the basis of our what you call it, our rind out of this fern color. Yeah, it looks like a slice. Awesome. I think it's pretty cool. I think so. All right, let's get some green right here. Man, I got a lot of red going on right here. Why did I do that? I'm such a waste with paint, y'all. Let's put some of this away. Let's put some of this away. Yikers. Get a little carried away there. I'm gonna have to be careful because now I got that on the other side. Okay, you love it? Awesome. Okay, so we're going to take our green now, and we're gonna come up here, and there's going to be like a white stripe, so I'm not going to worry too much about that, but I am going to need to dry it because I do want the green to come on this edge right here. And again, I'm not worried. Your paint doesn't have to be perfect, right? It does not have to be perfect because it's going to be primitive. That's the great thing about the primitive look. It doesn't need to be perfect. So I'm going to come down here, and we're going to do our corners, like so. So did y'all have a good weekend this weekend? Some of y'all we saw yesterday for Sister Saturday, which was awesome. All right, so we're gonna do like this. So we're just trying to give it that look that it's more like a slice. Make sense? You have watermelon and cantaloupe growing if the deer doesn't eat them. Oh, the deer like that. They like that for sure. Yes, indeed. All right, so I am not going to worry about the bottom on this side because this is going to stand up tall. It's going to stand up like this. So you can paint that side if you wanted to, but for the most part, we're going to leave it. And I am going to go ahead and paint this while we're still letting that red dry. I'm just painting the green on these 2 sides right here. Okay? These 2 sides. That's all I'm doing. We're going to get that green all over right there. So y'all, I didn't come to the shop earlier. I should have come earlier and turned on the air. So it's still quite warm in here. It was a very hot day today. And actually, no thunderstorms, no rain or anything. We were supposed to have thunderstorms yesterday afternoon, and they fell apart, which is fine because we've had a lot. You love Sister Saturday, Lynn. Thank you for that. I mean, it's just hanging out. It's really Sometimes we crap, but mostly we just be silly. That's about it. Just talk and be silly. All right, let's get that. Then I'm going to dry it a little bit. And then I'm going to do the detail around the red, which is not going to be too detailed. It's going to be fine. And I'm liking the way this is coming out. One coat is giving a little bit of that wood grain still showing through. So that's making me happy to where I don't think I'll even need to stain it. So here's what we have on this side, okay? And then this is what we have on the other two sides, like that. So let's try this a little bit. And let me see what you guys are saying. Hi, Miss Mary. How are you? The humidity here is probably 100%. It's very humid today. It's usually 100% in the summertime. If not 100, 90 something. For sure. That's what makes it so unbearable. Like the heat itself doesn't really bother me. It's the humidity, how hot it is. Or how humid it is. It makes you sweat. Even when you're in the shade, you're just drenched with sweat. It's gross. The silly is good for your soul. I agree with that. Silly is always good for the soul, right? Always. Always, always. Yep. All right. So, I don't know about y'all, but I kind of like the way that looks. I do like the way that looks. That little slice like that. If you don't, then you would just take your red all the way up on the side, and you would have two sides completely green, right? Your ends green, and then these two sides would be completely red, including from here all the way down. Or you can do the little curve if you wanted to. It just depends. Facebook turned off your notifications for, you fix it now. Thank you for fixing it, Nora. Yeah, if y'all aren't sure if Facebook's giving y'all notifications, you can do that ! notify and see. And if they are turned off, that should turn them back on. It's all lowercase, the exclamation point, and then the word notify, Notify, all together, all lowercase. And you should get that. It should let you know if it's on, and if it's not on, it should turn them on for you. You just looked, your humidity is 81. Your humidity is 81. That's up there too. Now this has got a big old crack in the side, but I like it. That doesn't bother me. That's got a big old crack up in the side there. All right, now here's what we're gonna do. All right, we're gonna come here, and I'm gonna carefully. I do want to go right on the edge here with the green. Okay. I do want the green to come over just a little bit. And I'm okay if there's some red that shows through, that's fine. I just want the green to come on that edge just a little bit. Not a whole lot, just a little bit. So I'm going to start here, and I'm just going to kind of drag my green across here. Again, we're going for the primitive look, so it's no biggie. It does not have to be perfect. Okay, so we have a little bit there. Got a little bit more on this side, so let's go ahead and make it match as best we can. Okay, green, just a little bit on the edge. And then we're going to put some white on there. So I'm going to get I want kind of a fuzzy brush. Let me see. I wonder if this would work. Let's see if this will work. Yeah, there you go. Exclamation notify. It should show you. And if you're not sure if you're still following, you can tap the screen. You just tap on my nose, and then there'll be some information that comes up at the bottom right here, and it should tell you. It either, if you're not, it'll just say follow, and then or it'll say following. You might have to hit it twice. I don't know, but it should come up down here somewhere, and it's going to tell you. So if you're not sure, then you can always do exclamation followage, FOLLOWAGE, all together, no caps, all lowercase. It's the word follow and age all together with an exclamation point in the front, all together, no spaces. No spaces, boys and girls. No spaces. So that way it'll let you know. It'll either say how many days you've been following, or it should follow the page. So they messing around with me. They messing around with me, y'all. They messing around with y'all, really. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Here we go. I got it. Ooh, Joyce has been following for 1,405 days. That's pretty awesome. Okay, Miss Sandra, you have a good evening. All right, so I got this now, so I don't want a whole lot of paint on it. And then, let me see what we're going to do. I want to kind of do a little wispy line right here where the two meet together. Which nothing's coming off of my brush. Look at that wispy line that didn't happen. My little wispy line that did not occur. I do not want this to be solid. That's why I'm taking most of it off of my brush. I want this to be just a hint of a line. Does that make sense? Now, if you wanted, of course, you could make your line a little bit more noticeable, a little bit thicker, that kind of thing, but this is what I'm going for right here. Just a little hint of that line. So it's not solid whatsoever, okay? We just have that little hint. That's where that little rind turns kind of white and pinkish. So it's kind of see-through, so it's like a light green and then a pinky color right here. That's what I'm going for. So this is actually a makeup brush, you guys. These are the Wet n Wild brushes. So if you want a really good moppy brush, these really do work well. But they're really good if you want a solid paint because it holds a lot of paint. So just keep that in mind. And then we're going to take this one, and I'm just trying to go right where the two colors meet. Right where the two colors meet. I could be off a little bit though. It's fine. Don't worry. There's no worrying with this craft. So, and some Home Depots, they will cut your post for you. Some will not do it. Mine is very good about that. They cut my wood for me. A lot of them will also have a like a bin where they have scrap pieces. So you might be able to find scrap pieces of this in that bin for cheap too, and not even have to get a whole thing. It's primitive, no worries. That's right. That's how we roll. That's how we roll. Okay, now I'm going to take some of this green, all right? Some of this green, and I'm going to put this over here, and we're going to take a little bit of this white, and we're going to make this green just lighter. Just a lighter shade of what we had already, okay? All right, so if you think about it, in a rounded way, your watermelon would be round like this, long like this, and round like this, right? So the stem would kind of be right here. So we're going to make some little things going long ways down here for our rind. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? You really won't see anything on the top right here. But again, I'm just kind of pouncing back and forth. We're not making anything that's perfect. And I'm going to come down this back side where this, I know y'all can't see it good, but I'll show y'all. Just pouncing back and forth on the little corner. Back and forth. It doesn't have to be perfect. Making our little stripes, okay? So, we're going to get some of this. Oh, I did not mix enough to even get down one stripe. Look at there. Look at there, boys and girls. Alright, let's get a whole bunch of you. And let's get a whole bunch of you. And let's do that. There we go. A little bit more green. Alright, so y'all see these things hold a lot of paint. So if you're trying to paint like a really big surface of something, this is the way to go. Alright, so barely using the tip. I want to, that's still too much. You don't want to have your brush saturated. You know what I mean? Lowe's will do one free cut. Alright. There you go. Lowe's will do a free cut. And I'm just, don't think about it. Just go back and forth. The little stripes on the watermelon are not, they're all different, right? They're all different. So you don't want it to be uniform. You just want to go back and forth. So I'm just going back and forth. Just tap, 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 tap. And there you go. There you go. All right, so now I'm going to come back to the top right here, and we're going to make another little thing about right here-ish. So we'll just go on the top this way, and then we'll go on the top this way. This, again, is going to be covered, so you're not even going to see that. Anywho. This one's going that way, so this one's going to come this way, right over our crack. This one's going to come right over our crack, y'all. Right over our crack. Just like this. Our little stripe down the side of our little watermelon like this. Look how cute that is. Look how cute that is. See, it looks real, huh? It looks real. Wonky watermelon stripes, that's right. None of that's uniform in nature. Just dab, dab, back and forth. Just go back and forth. Just zigzagging and going down. Zigzag and go down. That's all you got to do. Alright, I don't want to mix anymore, so hopefully I can get enough out of this to get to the bottom here. I think we got it. So let me turn it this way again so y'all can see. I'm just kind of going back and forth. You don't want your brush saturated. And you want to use something that you can kind of pounce with, okay? So you see how it's really thick green paint right here? It's okay. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So you could also do some on the corners right here if you wanted. I'm just going to do a tiny little bit. Just like this, okay? Nothing too elaborate on the sides right here. I'm just using what's on my brush. And we're just going to kind of go like this on the corners. Got it? All right, now, look at that. Look how cute he is. Some watermelon. He's a watermelon. Hi, Deborah. Thank you for tossing the bobber. Thank you for that, Betsy, for your comment. And Penny, thank y'all. Y'all are so sweet. All right. Let me get some of this green off of me, and we're going to do some seeds. Now, I'm going to, let's try this real quick before I smear it all over the place. Let's just dry this real quick. Alright, so that's what the top looks like. Like I said, it's going to be covered anyway. It doesn't really matter. Even if you didn't put anything, I really think that would be fine. It would be fine. I love it. With it going down the corner right there, it almost looks like it's rounded. You know what I mean? Cutie patootie. Thank you, Miss Linda. Thank you, Margaret. Y'all are so sweet. Thank y'all for being here with me, spending some of your Sunday evening with me. I appreciate it. Who has to go to work tomorrow? Who has to go to work tomorrow? All right, let's do some seeds. I think I'm going to use a chalk pencil first. And I think we're going to just kind of make our seeds random like this. When I say random, it's kind of random. You know what I mean? I'm going to just mark them out kind of where I want them first. Like that. And then we'll do one like right there on the end. Like that. Yeah, that'll be cute. That'll be cute. Just got home from Vacation Bible School commencement. Awesome. I bet that was fun. All right, y'all, my black pen, I love these pens right here, these acrylic markers, and the black one ran out. It dried up on me. And I have some good black ones at home. I guess we'll just go with the good old Sharpie. The good old Sharpie, I guess. That's what we've done before. I think we'll be all right, huh? So I'm just going to make a teardrop for our seeds. I'm not going to make them too big. And then whatever, once you put this on, whatever chalk is there that's showing, you can just wipe it off. Or you can use an eraser to take it off. But I think for the most part, we're going to have most of this covered up. All right, so we got our little seeds on that side. Okay. And then we're going to do our little seeds on this side. What y'all think? Y'all like it? I don't know about y'all, but I'm liking it. I'm liking it. And like I said, you can get 3 different heights. We're just going to do this one, but you get 3 different heights, and you can display them as in 3. Alright, so we're going to do these, and this one, let's do this one, and then that one, and I think that ought to do it, y'all. So now we got our little seeds and our watermelon. Look how cute he is. We got our rind on the other side, and again, all I used was the fern and the Waverly chalk paint. And then for the stripes, I just put a little plaster, the Waverly plaster, to make it a little bit lighter. We use crimson. You could, I am going to sand it just a little bit, just to make it with the natural wood showing through just a tad. But you don't have to do that. You can leave it like it is. You can do another coat if you don't want. I did it to where you can still see the wood grain underneath. You can just do 1 coat like I did, or 2 coats. You can put antique wax or glaze or whatever on it as well. You could do that. Let me just get Or you could sand it, not sand it. Again, we're going for the primitive look, so, and I like the sandy look, so that's what we're gonna do. You could stop right here, right now, though. For sure. I'm not gonna do a whole lot, just a tiny bit. I'm just gonna do a little bit on the edges. Just like that. This is not a good one. Hold on. Hold the phone. Nope, nope, nope. So did anybody say they had to go to work tomorrow? Nobody's working? Everybody's retired? That's a good thing, huh? I don't know where my small ones are, so here's what we're going to do. Here's what we're going to do. That'll work. Getting creative. Okay. Now we got it going on. All right. Y'all know I like those corners with that natural wood showing through. I'm going to get this back corner right here. It's very subtle. I'm not going to do a whole lot. But it's enough to make it look aged. You know what I mean? A little bit on the aged side. Because that's how I roll. That's what I like. Alright, so we got that. We got this. We got that bottom right there. We got you like that. And we're just going to take a little bit off the front right here. Just a little bit. Alright. Alright, so I don't even know if y'all can really see it. It's just a tad. It's not a whole lot. Just a little wear in some spots. A little wear in some spots just to make it look a little bit on the edge. You could sand it even more than this and it would look good. It would. It would look good. If you like that primitive look, then get jiggy with it with the sanding. Pam says she works from home. Our norm these days is doctor's appointments. Oh, no good, huh, Linda? Yes. That's the bad thing about being retired is you get old and it's filled with doctor's appointments instead, right? All right, I can get that to close. There we go. Thank you, Cassandra. I appreciate you. All right, so now my element, my nature element. So if you missed yesterday and you don't know what's going on, I'll say it again. It's this theme week. Carrie and I are doing, and when I say Carrie, that's my real life sister, and her page is Crafting on the Struggle Bus. I think all y'all know that. We are doing theme week this week, and it is childhood memories. I told the story about why I'm doing a watermelon. So if you missed that, go back and watch that. And we do have a twist in our theme this week. And our projects have to have a natural element in them, something from nature. So this is wood that we started out with, so I think that that would count, but I'm not sure. So I am going to put it like a stem on here. We could, I'm going to put some other things up here, so I'm just going to put like a little piece of stick up there. Because, I mean, the watermelon does have a vine. It does grow off of a vine, y'all. Hello, Andy. It does have, hopefully I have a small one in here. All of these look kind of big. So I got some sticks from outside that I keep here. Let's see if I can do this. And it's going to be like the faux vine. You know what I mean? that it was on. Let's see. My cutter that I use, y'all know that electronic, some people don't like it. It's very aggressive looking. I don't have it here though. I don't have it. I did not bring it. Yeah, we're gonna use this one. Perfect. I just wanted a little something, something. So this is going to work. Let's get my Cat Ward scissors out. I need a level piece, and we're gonna put our little stick here in the middle. I'm gonna have to hold that for just a second, and I might cut that down. We'll see. Is raffia now? I'm putting raffia too. Wow, we are just getting the natural elements all taken care of. We got wood. I got the vine that it grew off of. I'm gonna put some raffia on it, along with some what you call that stuff? Oh, fabric. All right, so there's our little vine that it was growing off of, and then I've got some fabric that we're going to use. So let's do this. Let's get this paint put over here and over here like that. Let's get y'all out the way. And then I've got some pieces of fabric right here. And I'm gonna do some really thin pieces. So, I mean, what's a project without ripping some fabric too, right? Mary Ann, yes, you gotta see why I'm making a watermelon, what my childhood memory was for making a watermelon. I don't know if I really want this white, and I'm not making a big bow. I just want a little something on here. You know what I mean? Along with some raffia. So we're gonna take some raffia, and we're just gonna kind of combine those together. And I got fabric made from natural cotton. That's right. This is a cotton fabric. You guys, there's a website called Jubilee. A lot of y'all know about Jubilee already. Jubilee Fabrics. Is that what it's called? Jubilee Fabrics. They have homespun fabrics. And that's where I got this. And they've got some awesome things. And this I use a lot all year round. This is a good red for 4th of July, any kind of summer things, Christmas, all that kind of stuff. All right, so what I am going to do is, all right, so I got my bases covered big time, right? More than enough. So that's good. Okay, we're going to do our raffia down here like this. I like one side being bigger than the other. And then, I don't know if I even need this or not. I wanted to put a little red up here. Will that work? I think so. I think so. Let's see. Let's do you. And let's do you. Like that. Okay. Yeah, I like that. Okay, we'll pull you like this. And then I'll need one more piece. Well, actually, I think I'll just use this. I'll use this to tie it. I'll use the raffia to tie it. Just a little something here, y'all. Just a little something. And then we're going to make a little tag. So hang with me just a little bit longer. Please and thank you. Please, please, please. I'm almost done. But we're going to make a little tag real quick too. Okay. So let's bend our raffia so where it hangs out like we want it to. Now, of course, you don't need to put the fabric in there, but I really, really, really wanted this fabric. I just really, really wanted it in there. All right, so we are going to put some of this on the back side right here. Like that, and we're just going to glue that to the top right next to that stick. And I'm going to cut that off just a tad right there. We're going to try and manipulate this so it hangs close. Yes. Yes, indeed. There we go. There we go. Okay. So, oh my country! That is so cute. All right, so we got our little bow at the top. Just a little hint of color up there at the top. We got some raffia hanging down. I did it longer on one side than the other. And we're going to do a tag. And then we'll be done. We're going to do a tag. We're going to do a tag. All right, so I'm going to take a little bit. I don't want this dark like this. I want it white, I think. So I'm just going to brush this, dry brush this tag. Y'all, it never fails. I always miss a paintbrush. I don't know what I would do without that awesome. Remember I told y'all, was it last week I told y'all I missed some paintbrushes? I had to soak them. It came out. The awesome took it all out, but man, I'm just like a goober with that. And I even had water last time. I actually had water. All right. Oh, you think so? My grandpa would be proud. Old Pawpaw. That's what we called him, Pawpaw. We called him Pawpaw, and then my grandma was Grandmommy. Grandmommy is what we called her. The four of us were the only ones that called her Grandmommy. The others, we were the youngest four out of all of, on that side of all the grandkids. So they all called her Grandma or Grandma Ruby. And then, I don't even know how that came about. Maybe Carrie remembers why we called her Grandmommy. When the older ones called her Grandma. Okay. So, I just want it to look kind of like a rugged paper. So I just put some chalk paint on there like so, okay? And then I am gonna use smudge it up so it'll get a little bit darker. You could pair it with watermelon behind you. I could, yes. I got the watermelon that's behind me back there. That one I did a little bit more brighter, I think. Let's get you babies out. Y'all know I love these. And we are going to do, I've got these small little letters that we're going to do right here. Put you to the side so everybody can see. Let me see something real quick. What do you want to see? Oh goodness. My expensive water bottle fell. That doesn't work. Goodness, we wouldn't want that to happen. Ooh, yes, I am liking that. It's amazing how you can sand chalk paint on anything. Alright, so I'm just taking this nail file that's already pretty dull, and I'm just kind of sanding on the sides. So I could use some of this and distress it, which I probably will still do. Because I just can't sleep at night after doing a project if I wasn't using it. Yes, it's a personal issue. But anyway, look at that. Sanding a little bit of it off. Makes it look a little rougher, and then we'll just hit the sides. We'll just tap those sides. That bottle. Oh yeah, I could add some green on the edges. You're right. That would be cute. That would be cute too. I like that idea. I think I'm gonna stick with the dark colors. Let's see. Let's do, we are going to do, we need this, and this, and this. Now I need to know, do I have a little, I don't think I do, but that's okay, that's okay. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna take this and we're gonna do, P, A, W, P, A, W, uh-oh, uh-oh, W, oh, I messed it up. Hold the phone, y'all, hold the phone, don't leave me. Don't leave me. That's what I do with this. Yeah, that's what I need right there, right there. I'm gonna show y'all how we're gonna fix it. It's fine, it's fine. I'm just gonna take a little bit of this. And we're gonna do this. And we're gonna try this. Man, it was going so well. It's all fixable, y'all. If you ever have a boo-boo, it's all good. It's all good. We're gonna take you. I'm just gonna go over you like this. And then to make it look like it belongs like that, I'm just gonna tap it in. And then once we stamp it again, it'll be all good. No problem. No problem. All right, so while that's finishing, we're gonna go to the other word. And we're gonna do G. Okay. R. Oh, still in here. D. E. N. 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 Should I have N? Nope, not yet. There it is. Ooh, that could have gone south. I was stamping on top of something. Okay, I need my S, my S, my S. Here it is. S. Ooh, my W. Hold up. Let's do that W again. Let's make sure we get all that W this time. There we go. And then the S. And then I'm going to take a little, just a pin right here. And I'm just going to do a little thing like that. All right. So now we have Papa's Garden. Roxanne, you caught me live. Yay. Papa's Garden. Yeah, yeah. All right, then we're going to take this, and we're going to go around the outside here, just like this, a little bit inside, like this, like that, and like that. Okay, let's move all these to the top right here. And let me get this one. Add a little bit of color like this. So just dirtying it up a little bit. Hey Patricia, how are you? All right, what y'all think? Good? And then we're gonna take you and we are going to stick you right in here. I want to make sure, let's put a little bit of this fabric through there. Or probably just one of you. Probably this will be easier. This will be easier. This will be easy. Ooh. Don't forget, we're going to be doing a little drawing before we get off for some happy mail. So hopefully you have been commenting during the live. So the more you comment, the more I see your might see your comment when I scroll. So we're just going to tie a little piece of raffia on here like this. And so I'm not going to attach this like too much because I'm going to end up taking this off. I'm just putting this on here for the event. I thought it was cute for the event because of the story that went along with it. If you missed the story, go back and watch the replay so you can see what the story is with the with this, why we did a watermelon today for childhood memories. And again, sister and I grew up together, so some of our memories are the same. Some of our memories are the same, so. And this was a big memory for both of us, so you might see something to do with it again. I don't know, but anyway, just for the event and to put a little label on it for the event's purposes, I put Papa's Garden on there. So I didn't glue that on or anything, so if I do auction this or something, I can take that off. So but anyway, we're gonna put it on there for today because it has to do with the story, it has to do with the theme, with the event. So if you missed it and you're just joining us, we are doing theme week this week. We is Carrie, my sister, with Crafting on the Struggle Bus. I started this off today. You'll see her tomorrow evening at 6 p.m. Central Time. I'll be back the next day. She'll be back the day after that. So we're going to flip-flop throughout the week, sharing some of our childhood memories with you guys. So, which is something that y'all came up with as the theme. So thank y'all all for that. I appreciate y'all so much. I think this is going to be a great week, and it's going to warm my heart to think of all the childhood memories this week. So I appreciate y'all for that. So I'm glad you like it. Hey, Kat. So yeah, you can kind of see what's going on there. So let's pick some people, you guys. We did fill up the jar with the bobbers last week. So I think I'm gonna scroll on here. I think that's gonna be easier for me. So let's go down. Let's scroll here, and I won't be bouncing y'all around. So we'll just go. And let's see. I'm gonna pick 3 people. If I pick your name, you need to private message me your address. Not here. Don't put it here. Private message me your address. Deborah Crawford. Deborah Crawford. Congratulations, Deborah. So, yeah, just private message me and I will send you out a little something for some happy mail. And so let's go way back. And Ellen Wilson. Ellen Wilson. All right. And let's go back some more. And down, 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 down. Back up. And let's go down, down, way down. And we have Dorothy. Miss Dorothy Gallant. All right, you guys. So those are our happy mail recipients for filling up the bobber. Thank y'all so much for being here. For my lives, it's crafting lives. I do Bible study in the mornings. For crafting lives, every 25 eyes that's watching, we put a bobber in the jar. So as soon as we get that jar filled up again, then we will be doing some more Happy Mail. So, but those are our 3 that will be gifted this time. So make sure you private message me your address. If I don't hear from you, then you don't get Happy Mail. So be sure to do that right now so you don't forget. Your son-in-law, I missed that. Your son-in-law bought a watermelon earlier, and I saw him through a tree and thought it was oh my gosh, that's hilarious. He thought he was carrying a baby. Have y'all ever seen those videos where they have the pregnant women trying to get their husbands to see what they go through? They like saran wrap a watermelon around them, so they have to like pick up the other kid, do the dishes, load the dishwasher, get in the car, put your shoes on, get in and out of bed. It's so hilarious. It's so funny. Those are so funny. So thank you. I'm glad you like this watermelon. I'm happy with the way it turned out too. It was fun. It was fun, you guys. And like I said, if you missed the story, go back and watch the replay so you can see why I made a watermelon today. I love you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. Bible study friends, I'll see you all in the morning at 9:30 a.m. Central. Anyone is welcome to join us. And yeah, and then you'll see Carrie tomorrow night for the continuation of Theme Week, Childhood Memories. I love you guys. Y'all go out and find a way to start a ripple. You never know how far it could go. Bye.